Have you ever feel like life is just too much stuff, too many obligations, too much stress? If you've ever thought, I just want to simplify my life, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about 22 things you need to say no if you want to live a minimalist lifestyle. And trust me, some of this might surprise you. Or if you think you can skip this video because you already live simply, well, let me ask you, are you still saying yes to toxic relationships, buying every Instagram ads you see, or overloading your routine? If so, you still need to stick around because these 22 no's might just change your life. The first thing is say no to overly strict schedules. Let's start here. If your life feels like a military operation, it might be time to loosen up. I used to love strict schedules. My Google Calendar looks like a game of Tetris. Every block of time was filled. But here's the thing, I wasn't living in the moment. I was living by the moment. For example, I'd be enjoying a walk in the park, but in the back of my mind, I'd hear this ticky clock, hurry up, you're behind schedule. Sounds familiar? The result is I feel so rushed, stressed, and honestly exhausted. Minimalism teaches us to focus on this experience, not the clock. Instead of micromanaging every second, try this. Schedule the essentials, but leave the gaps for spontaneity. Life's most beautiful moments don't fit into 30 minutes blocks. Number 2 is say no to multitasking. Raise your hand if you've ever texted, cooked dinner, and watched Netflix at the same time. Yeah, same here. And guess what? None of those things were done well. When we multitask, we dilute our focus. It's like trying to listen to 3 songs at once. You miss the best parts of all of them. Minimalism is about doing less, but being fully present. So next time you attempt to juggle tasks, remember this, you're not a circus performer. Put down the phone, turn off the TV, and focus on one thing at a time. Number 3, say no to the obsession with productivity. We've all fallen into the hustle culture trap. If you are not constantly doing something, you feel like lazy. But here's the truth, productivity doesn't always equal progress. For example, I used to force myself to fill every spare moment with such useful activities, like cleaning the house, writing to-do lists, even rearranging my sock drawer. But you know what I wasn't doing? Resting. So minimalism reminds us that downtime is productivity because it recharges your energy. So let go of the guilt and embrace the beauty of doing nothing every now and then. Number 4 is say no to a life without routine. Here's a paradox. While overly strict schedules are a no-no, a lack of routine is equally chaotic. Imagine waking up every day without a clue what to eat, when to work out, or how to organize your day. Still feel exhausting, right? For example, I used to win my mornings, and by the time I decided on breakfast, half the day was gone. Then I discovered the power of a simple routine. Coffee, reading, stretching, and journaling. It's like having a personal autopilot. It saves decision-making energy for the stuff that really matters. A routine doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to work for you. Start small and build from here. Number 5 is say no to overcomplicating your routine. Alright, let's have a little honesty moment. I've tried to master the perfect morning routine before, one that included everything under the sun, like meditation, journaling, a 10-step skincare routine, stretching, reading, the works, before even 7 a.m. Guess what? It lasted all of 3 days. Here's what I learned. A minimalist routine is all about simplicity and sustainability. Instead of trying to cram a million tasks into your morning, focus on just a few that truly set a positive tone for the day. Maybe it's just a few minutes of stretching and a cup of coffee. Or if you are into journaling, keep it short and sweet. You don't need to do it all to feel productive. Just the things that make you feel grounded and ready for the day ahead. Trust me, a simple stress-free routine will leave you feeling more energized, not drained. 6. Say no to resisting change. Can we just admit it? Change is terrifying. It pushes us into uncharted waters. And let's be honest, our comfort zones feel really good. But here's the truth. Without change, there's no room for growth. I've been there. I would try my best to resist the change because it feels easier to stay in a familiar situation, even if it wasn't serving me. But once I decided to embrace change, everything shifted in the best way possible. Life started to surprise me with new opportunities, new perspectives, and most importantly, a lot less stress. Minimalism isn't just about decluttering your home, it's about letting go of that internal clutter of fear and self-doubt. So when change comes knocking, because it always does, don't shrink away. Open the door and see what new chapter you're being invited to write. Number 7 is say no to guilt-inducing gifts. Let's be real. How many of us have kept a gift we didn't love just because we feel guilty about getting rid of it? The sweater you will never wear, or that kitchen gadget that's just collecting dust. Sounds familiar? But here's the thing. The purpose of a gift is to bring joy, not guilt. If it doesn't spark joy for you, just like Marie Kondo said, don't feel bad about letting it go. You're not disrespecting the giver by donating it or regifting it to someone who will appreciate it more. In fact, you are passing the positive energy forward. So minimalism isn't just about what you keep. It's about creating space for things that truly add value to your life. So next time you're cleaning out your closet, ask yourself, does this gift make me happy? Well, if not, it's okay to say goodbye. Number 8 is say no to buying every Instagram ad recommendation. Raise your hand if you've ever been lured into an Instagram ad by a cute product that promised to change your life. Guilty as charged. Well, that trendy set of matching marks or the avocado slicer you definitely don't need somehow ends up in your cart. But here's the deal. Minimalism isn't about denying yourself. It's about being intentional with your purchases. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or am I just caught in the hype? That impulse buy might be satisfying for a second, but in the long run, it's just more stuff to manage. So next time you see a tempting ad, hit the pause button and really think about whether it will add value to your life or just collect dust in a drawer. Trust me, the more intentional you are with your purchases, the clearer your space and mind will feel. Number 9 is say no to spending too much time on social media. We've all been there, right? You open your phone to check something quickly, and before you know it, hours have passed. Social media can be a rabbit hole that's hard to escape from, especially with endless scrolls, memes, and upgrades that keep popping up. But here's the reality. The more time we spend on social media, the less time we have for the things that truly matters. Please check your screen time. I know it might feel like a punch in the gut to see how much time you've actually spent scrolling. Don't worry, you're not alone. Because social media is designed to keep you hooked, but minimalism is all about regaining control. So instead of mindless browsing, set clear boundaries. Try setting a timer for social media use or schedule designated times for it. When you reduce your screen time, you will find more time for activities that brings you joy and help you grow. Whether it's reading, exercising, or having quality face-to-face conversations, those moments are far more enriching than a random Instagram score. Number 10 is say no to being late or having a habit of it. Well, being late isn't just inconvenient for others, it's also a form of stress you don't need. When you make a habit of running late, it creates chaos in your life and keeps you from fully enjoying your time. Here's the thing. Well, minimalism isn't just about getting rid of physical clutter. It's about creating a peaceful, organized life. And punctuality really plays a huge role in that. Now I get it. Life happens. Traffic, getting distracted, misplacing your keys, it all can lead to being late. But if you find that is a recurrent issue, it might be time to examine why. Are you overcommitting yourself and packing your schedule too tight? Are you leaving everything to the last minute? Try this. Set your clock 10 minutes ahead. Give yourself buffer time between appointments and learn to prioritize. Punctuality isn't just about being on time. It's about respecting your own time and others too. A punctual lifestyle leads to a calmer, more organized day. No more rushing around or feeling frazzled. Number 11, say no to keeping clothes you never wear. How many of you have that just-in-case pile of clothes hidden somewhere? The ones that you think you might wear someday, but never actually do. Maybe it's that oversized sweater that's 2 sizes too big. or the shoes that were a really good deal but hurt your feet. Here's a hard truth. If you haven't wear it in 6 months, you probably never will. Minimalism is about keeping the pieces that truly fit your style and make you feel great. Everything else is just taking up valuable space. A great way to approach it is the 1-year rule. If you haven't worn it in the past year, it's time to let it go. Don't hold on to things out of guilt or because they might be useful someday. Give yourself permission to clear out the clutter and only keep what sparks joy. Yes, I went there. Thank you, Marie Kondo. Number 12 is say no to keeping photos and videos you will never watch again. Well, digital clutter is sneaky. You can't see it, but it's there in your phone, your laptop, and your cloud storage. I used to keep every single photo and video I took, thinking, well, I'd get around to organizing them someday. But guess what? That someday never came. And now my phone is full of blurry photos, screenshots, and hundreds of pictures of the same sunset from different angles. Here's what I've learned. If you're not going to look at it again, why keep it? Delete those duplicates, those random screenshots or memes you will never revisit, and anything that doesn't bring up good memories. If you really need to keep something sentimental, create a digital album that's easy to revisit, but don't let your digital space turn into a digital junk drawer. It's about making space for what truly matters. Number 13 is say no to social events you have no interest in. Raise your hand if you've ever said yes to an event because you didn't want to seem rude, even though you'd rather stay home with a blanket and a good book. Yes, this one used to be my big problem. But here's the thing, saying yes to every invitation can lead to burnout. Minimalism is about being intentional with your time. Instead of overcommitting yourself to social events that don't bring you joy, start saying no to the ones that don't align with your values. For example, instead of going to a dinner party where you don't know anyone, why not spend that time with your closest friends or family, right? Or even better, plan a solo night for yourself, right? Just don't feel guilty about putting your needs first. Number 14 is say no to toxic or unnecessary relationships. This one is tough, but it's incredibly freeing. We all have those relationships that drain us, whether it's a friend who constantly complains or a relative who only calls when they need something. Well, minimalism in relationships means making space for the people who bring you joy and support and let go of those who suck the life out of you. I used to feel obligated to maintain every friendship, but I realized that not all the relationships are made to last forever. Some people are meant to come into your life for a season, and once that season's over, it's okay to move on. You don't have to cut people off dramatically, but don't be afraid to set boundaries. Your energy is precious. Spend it on these relationships that add value to your life. Number 15 is say no to judging others. This one is a biggie. We've all been guilty of judging others, whether it's their style, their choices, or the way they live. But here's a little secret. The more we judge, the more we add to the clutter in our minds. Minimalism isn't just about decluttering your physical space. It's about decluttering your thoughts. When you stop judging others, you free yourself from negative energy and start embracing empathy. So instead of criticizing, try understanding. We all have different journeys, and who are we to judge someone else's path? Let's embrace the beauty of diversity and stop letting judgment taking up mental space. Number 16 is say no to gossip. Well, gossip is a sneaky way to waste your energy and time. It's easy to get caught up in the latest drama, but at the end of the day, gossip doesn't add value to your life. Think about it. How many times have you spent 20 minutes talking about someone else's life instead of focusing on your own? Well, gossiping doesn't move you forward. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of negativity. Minimalism encourages us to focus on what truly matters instead of talking about other people. Start having conversations that inspire growth, creativity, and positivity. Your time and energy are better spent elsewhere. Number 17 is say no to negative self-talk. You know, those voices in your head that tells you you are not good enough, that you will never be successful, or you will always be stuck in the same place. Well, that's negative self-talk, and it's holding you back. Minimalism is about clearing out mental clutter, and one of the biggest culprits is the way we speak to ourselves. Instead of berating yourself for every mistake, start practicing self-compassion. When you make a mistake, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move on. Stop wasting time with negative thoughts that don't serve you. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring problems, it's about facing them with a healthier mindset. Number 18 is say no to paying full price. Let's be real for a second. Who actually wants to pay full price for anything? I used to be one of those people who bought things impulsively without even thinking about discounts or sales. But once I started embracing minimalism, I realized that being mindful about spending isn't just about buying less, it's about buying smarter. Now, I'm all about waiting for the right time to make a purchase, whether it's a seasonal sale or hunting for discount codes online. I've learned to be patient and strategic, and guess what? It feels so good to get what I want without feeling like I've been taken advantage of. Well, minimalism isn't about depriving yourself of the things you love. It's about making intentional choices that align with your values and your budget. So start embracing the art of savvy shopping, and you will save more money while still getting the things that truly add value to your life. Number 19 is say no to stressful environments. Did you know that your surroundings have a massive impact on how you feel? It's like the old saying goes, your environment shapes your mindset. If you're living or working in a cluttered, chaotic space, it's hard to feel at ease. I used to work in a messy office that make it hard to focus. Piles of papers, random items everywhere. It was stressful just being there. But once I simplified my space, everything changed. I could think clear, work better, and even feel more relaxed. Minimalism isn't just about reducing physical stuff. It's about creating a peaceful environment that calms your mind and supports your well-being. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, look around. Simplifying your space could be the key to reducing your stress. Number 20 is say no to a purposeless life or work. Ever find yourself going through the motions of life or work, but it just doesn't feel fulfilling? Like you're ticking boxes but missing the deeper meaning. That's where minimalism can really make a difference. Minimalism encourages us to focus on what truly matters, both in our personal lives and in our work. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What's a bigger purpose behind my actions? When you have a clear sense of purpose, life and work become more meaningful. You stop wasting time on things that don't serve you, and you can start prioritizing the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. So if something in your life doesn't align with your values or long-term goals, it might be time to let it go. 21 is say no to overplanned lives. Let's be honest, life is so unpredictable, and while planning is important, you can't plan for everything. I used to get so stressed when my meticulously planned days didn't go according to schedule. If something unexpected came up, I'd feel like a failure. But here's the thing, minimalism has taught me that flexibility is key. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and that's perfectly okay. Sometimes the most beautiful moments happen when you let go of the rigid structure and embrace the chaos. Trust me, it's the unplanned, spontaneous moments that create some of the best memories. So don't stress over every little detail. Let life surprise you. 22. Say no to living in fear. Well, fear has this sneaky way of holding us back. Whether it's fear of failure, fear of change, or fear of unknowing, it keeps us stuck in our comfort zones. And let's be real, our comfort zones, while safe, can also be stifling. I used to let fear run my life. I don't know, I was just terrified of making the wrong decision or of things not working out of the way. I envisioned. But minimalism helped me see that fear doesn't have to control me. It's okay to feel uncertain and to take risks, right? When you start living without the constant weight of fear, you open yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities. So stop letting fear dictate your choices. Take the leap, trust yourself, and know that you have everything you need to handle whatever comes your way. Well, we made it through 22 things you should stop doing if you want to live a more minimalist life. Which one resonated with you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on simplifying your life. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!